So in part 4, December 2nd, 2011, Reality Supreme Being, HRM Caesar St. Augustine de Buonaparte. That's who you want to vote for. And you want the election to happen now. You don't want to wait to 2012. You want to have the election now because these people are out of control. Society's out of control. What do you want to say? What do you want me to finish saying? November 29th, I had like 16 people look at my videos. Whoop-de-doo. 0 on the most recent ones. People don't follow me. They don't follow me on Twitter or Facebook because I don't get on Facebook unless I'm talking to somebody I know. But even with that, it just isn't. It's not doing anything for me. It's not giving me money. It's not giving me support. It's not building a coalition. A coalition is what we need to build. Remember the Rainbow Party? The Rainbow Party and, you know, all these other alternative parties. Remember Ross Perot? He got up there and was able to 3-way debate. The Presidential Commission, the Commission on Presidential Debates in Washington, D.C. has taken that over. And now third-party candidates aren't listened to. I mean, they don't get to participate in debates. I don't want to wait for the debate in 2012. I don't want to wait for Iowa or the Republicans to debate or the Democrats to debate. You know what? Let them have their election. The people of the United States need to protest all at the same time, not pay your taxes, take all your money out of the bank. Don't worry about criminals coming to your house and, you know, a home invasion, robbery, and all that kind of stuff. There's plenty of police to take care of that. If you want to truly fix this mess that's been created, not just by your politicians, you people created it too. You with your eyesore fanatics and your picking people that they're the ones that should be listened to. One person picks up the phone call because of a neighbor they may not like, and the city jumps on them like pit bulls. Whatever happened to circulating the 12-person petition before the city gets involved? It's too insane. And instead of each person educating themselves first and making amends for any damages they've done in the past, right? They don't care. It's become a moot issue. Each person, it's every person for themselves. And if you just happen to be in the wrong place at the wrong time and you got taken advantage of and your civil rights were violated and you don't have the money for that $300 blood-sucking an hour attorney, then, you know, you're too bad. You're SOL, you know, and nobody's going to help you. Here on last night I saw this lady who her sheriff's officer was killed in the line of duty, and here years later they're still going to her house to help her out. I don't like police. I don't like police, judges, lawyers. I don't like your system. I've been kept prisoner here in the United States for definitely the last 20 years, and I see it as a prison because whatever I collect here, I'm never going to have enough money to leave with it. And that's really what I was doing 11 years ago when I had all those cars and trucks. And I was loading them all up, getting ready to move out to the middle of nowhere. And instead, I got attacked. And I got stranded here by the very same city. So, of course, you know, the government of the United States breeds hate and domestic terrorism. I've said before, this is why I have the attitude I have. I'm not a violent person, and I don't believe in violence. But my damages have been so bad, and I've been left, I wasn't killed obviously, so I'm still alive to suffer with the scars of the memories of what these people did to me. And you know, I have to remind you people, a natural disaster did not take my cars, my possessions, my boats, my motorhomes. People did this. People and their unfair, ruthless, abusive laws. They're civil, what I call vicious cycle laws, who have been created by politicians. And the politicians were voted into office by people. So of course I'm going to hate people and the politicians, all of them. I hate you all equally. But you know, hate is a nice word. Hate and loathing is a nice word to describe what I really feel about you people in America. And why would I expect you people to gather into the millions to support me everywhere I go? Because I speak about the right things. It's it's the wrong things when I say, a friend of mine, there was all these trees and everything fell on cars, and you know, all this damage was done by heavy winds here yesterday. And a friend of mine said, well, you should like that. You like it when people's things are destroyed and when there are fires. And I said, yes and no. Yes, I like it. But I'd like the media to tell the world why I like it. I want destruction on your lives. I never used to think like this. I think like this now because you people destroyed my life. You interfered in my life. You took my cars, my boats, my motorhomes. You destroyed everything. And I got nothing now. I can't even, I can leave the United States, but I have to leave what? With just this jacket on. I can't take my guitars, my boats, my motor. I can't take anything that I worked so hard to hold on to. But the worst thing you did to me was you murdered me by stealing my time. Because in taking my things, I ran after to try to protect them. And that took me off my path, the original path I was on, and wasted my time, because now I had to waste my time trying to save my truck, save my cars, all that extra time, and I didn't win anyway. So I live in a country, to me, I have personal experience that I live in a country that is a totalitarian system. It is not a free country. For me, this is an evil, abusive, theft, con job country. It cons people into believing that it is free. It is not. Because the right person, and I say one person, me, is not in power. One person to condemn the mayor of Los Angeles, the building and safety, the police department. One person who is totally being ignored even to this day, because I can prove it. The views, the number of views of people, they see me wailing, yelling, screaming about my pain and agony, about the stuff that was taken from me, and no one to this day has offered me one penny, one check, nothing to help me leave with what's left of my possessions. And mind you, I wanted to leave with everything. I was supposed to move to the state of Colorado to my own 40 acres. 40 acres that were there waiting for me. Not once, but twice I was shot down. Shot down by your evil system. What do you want me to say? That I love your country? I hate your country. I hope it gets destroyed. I hope an asteroid hits the United States and it ends up one big puddle in between the Atlantic and the Pacific. Because you all deserve it. You deserve it because not just because you did what you did to me, but because I feel I am a representative of every child that was killed by friendly fire. That's why I overthrew the country in 1996 symbolically on cable access TV. I did it because you people were killing innocent men, women, and children all over the country. On my bicycle over here, I think I have a tape. Hold on a second. Let me get it. Let me show you people what you need to look at. On my other videos, I talk about, where can we see these tapes? Well, a lot of it has been blocked because of the military, but they haven't blocked this one. I'm about to show it to you, and I'll give you his phone number. This is his DVD. What I learned about U.S. foreign policy, the war against the third world. On the back, the man's name is Frank Dorrell. On the back, he's here in Culver City, California. They show Martin Luther King, John Stockwell, to the CIA station chief, Bill Moyers, cover-up, School of Assassinations, which is no longer there anymore. They just changed it, put it to a different place. Genocide by sanctions, that was the Iran thing. Millions of kids starved to death. Andy Goodman, Democracy, The Panama Deception, Ramsey Clark, and Brian Wilson. Now here's Frank Dorrell's phone number, P.O. Box 3261, Culver City 90231, 310-383-8131. On this DVD, I have to tell you, you can't show it to children because you will see all the men, women, and children that have been killed in all of the wars, including Iraq and Afghanistan. He hasn't done a new one yet on that, but I'm sure he will. But it isn't just him that I'm pushing. There's tons of people that are trying to make people aware. But you people don't want to see it. There was a movie called The Nuremberg Trials with Burt Lancaster, and he plays one of the Nazi people. And he talks about what was going on in Germany when they were making the concentration camps. And he says one statement. He says, what was wrong with the German citizen? Were we deaf? Were we blind? And he makes this great speech about what was wrong. And I can superimpose that speech of what he said in the Nuremberg trials over to here today in America. That what is wrong with you Americans? Are you deaf? Are you blind? You're killing innocent men, women, and children. These are people that might be our future Einsteins, our future discoverers to our health, cures for cancer. Every person that drops out or that is killed is another chance for humanity to find that certain special genetic structure. It's a genetic puzzle put together in a certain way by Russian roulette genetics, born to give us our insights, born to help lead us in the right direction, born and then hopefully raised in the right direction, because a lot of these children are abused. So here you are with your wars, your death, your destruction, and you say, all right, this creep Obama gets up there, and incidentally, he's the same creep as Bush. It doesn't matter. Bush, Bill Clinton, all of them. They're creeps. They may be trying to do good now, but the evil that they have laid behind them lives after them. It's still there. How are you going to erase that? I'll give you the same line that the panel gave the general in the movie Gandhi. General, did you know that you were, quote unquote, from the movie? They got a general who fired on a crowd. General, did you know that there were men and women, children, and men, women, did you know there were children in that crowd? And the general was played by Edward Fox. He also played the assassin in a movie called the original Day of the Jackal. He says, yes, I knew there were children in the crowd. He says, did you have any plan for trying to help anyone? He says, yes, I was willing to help anyone who would apply. So then the guy in the panel says, General, how does a child shot with a .303 Enfield, and mind you, the bullet of a .303 Enfield is about that long. It's a .30 caliber bullet, and it is a rifle round, not a pistol round. And when it goes through you, it leaves a tunnel, a huge tunnel like jello, opens up in your body and rips you apart from the inside. Kind of like Kennedy's head when he got blown out. That's what rifles do to people's bodies and to animals. He said, General, how does a child shot with a .303 Enfield apply for help? And of course it goes silent there and the screen goes dark. You see that video, and then you come tell me that you are an American citizen that's proud to fly that flag. That is if you don't throw up in the bathroom first.